Have you ever gazed at the night sky, marveling at the billions of stars and wondered if we are alone in this vast universe? It's a question that has intrigued us since time immemorial, sparking curiosity and fascination. Are we truly alone in this grand cosmic theater, or are there other actors waiting in the wings, hidden behind the veil of distance and time? The possibility of extraterrestrial life has captured our imagination, fueling countless stories, theories, and debates. It's a question that transcends boundaries, uniting us in our shared quest for knowledge and understanding. But what if we look at this question through a different lens? What if we explore it from a spiritual point of view? From the perspective of one of the world's largest religions, Islam. Now imagine exploring this question from an Islamic perspective. What does Islam say about the existence of extraterrestrial life? It's time to embark on this intriguing journey, unraveling the mysteries of the universe as viewed through the prism of Islamic teachings. The Holy Qur'an, the sacred book of Islam, contains numerous references to the universe and its vastness. It is a book that not only provides spiritual guidance, but also offers insights into the natural world, including the cosmos. One such reference can be found in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 29, where it says, "It is He who has created for you all things that are on earth. Moreover, He turned to the heaven and made them into 7 firmaments." This verse suggests the existence of a multi-layered universe, far more expansive than our singular world. Further, in Surah Al-Mulk, verses 3 and 4, we find the following. "And who created 7 heavens in layers? You do not see in the creation of the most merciful any inconsistency. So return your vision to the sky. Do you see any breaks?" Here the Quran challenges us to observe the heavens, the layers of the universe, and to find any fault in their creation. This verse can be interpreted as a confirmation of the universe's vastness and the perfection of its creation. In these verses, the Quran does not explicitly mention other worlds or extraterrestrial life. However, the references to the heavens and their layers have led many scholars to speculate that these verses could be hinting at the existence of worlds beyond our own. The Quran, while being a spiritual guide, also encourages its readers to ponder the mysteries of the universe. It promotes the pursuit of knowledge and understanding, urging us to observe, reflect, and learn from the world around us. The references to the vastness of the universe and the potential for other worlds can be seen as an invitation to explore the possibility of life beyond our own planet. So we see that the Quran hints at the potential existence of life beyond our planet, but does it explicitly mention extraterrestrial beings? The Quran, while not explicitly mentioning aliens, does speak about Allah's creation in a broad sense. Indeed, the Quran is filled with verses that describe the vastness of Allah's creation, and these passages extend beyond just our own world. Let's turn our attention to Surah An-Nahl, chapter 16, verse 8. It says, "And He has created horses, mules, and donkeys for you to ride and use for show, and He has created other things of which you have no knowledge." Now the phrase, "things of which you have no knowledge," is intriguing. Could this be a nod towards life forms that are beyond our current understanding or even our planet? Another verse, Surah Ghafir, chapter 40, verse 57, provides further food for thought. It reads, "The creation of the heavens and the earth is indeed greater than the creation of mankind, yet most of mankind know not." This verse underscores the enormity of Allah's creation, which is greater than the creation of mankind. Could this greater creation include life forms in the far reaches of the cosmos, beyond our earth? Interpreting these verses, we have to tread carefully. The Quran is not a science textbook, and its verses should not be taken out of context. However, these verses do suggest a universe teeming with Allah's creations, which may include beings different from us, living on planets far from our own. Remember, Islam teaches that Allah is the creator of all things, seen and unseen. And the universe, as we're discovering, is a vast, complex place, filled with an almost inconceivable variety of celestial bodies. Who are we to say what forms Allah's creation might take in the distant corners of the cosmos? Clearly, the Quran leaves room for the possibility of life beyond Earth. But what about the hadiths, the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? The hadiths, while not explicitly mentioning extraterrestrial beings, provide some intriguing insights. One such hadith that sparks curiosity is found in Sahih Muslim, a respected collection of hadiths. It's here that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, shares a profound message about the benevolence of God. The Prophet mentions that God has 100 parts of mercy. Now, this isn't about quantifying divine compassion, but rather about expressing its vast, incomprehensible scope. Of these 100 parts, the Prophet tells us that just one part is manifest in the world as we know it. This solitary part of mercy is what allows life to exist, love to flourish, and compassion to touch our hearts. It's what makes the sun rise, the rain fall, and the flowers bloom. But what about the remaining 99 parts? The Prophet informs us that these are reserved for the day of judgment. Imagine that, a mercy so vast, so overwhelming, that it's kept in reserve for a day beyond our mortal comprehension. Now, one might wonder, if a single part of this divine mercy can give rise to the world as we know it, what could the other parts potentially give life to? Could they not be the source of life for other worlds, other realms, other realities beyond our own? While the Hadith does not directly mention extraterrestrial life, such an interpretation opens up exciting possibilities. The Prophet's words remind us of the infinite mercy of God, and by extension, the infinite potential of His creation. They invite us to expand our horizons and consider the vastness of the universe and the potential for life that it may hold. So both the Qur'an and the Hadith seem to suggest the possibility of life beyond Earth. But what is the overall Islamic perspective on this? In Islam, the belief in the unseen is a fundamental principle. This belief isn't restricted to the spiritual realm alone, encompassing angels, jinns, and heaven and hell, which are beyond our physical perception. But it also potentially opens a gateway to the notion of extraterrestrial life. The Qur'an and Hadith, the two primary sources of Islamic teachings, provide an intriguing perspective on life beyond our world. The Islamic faith encourages us to ponder the mysteries of the universe and marvel at the wonders of creation. As in Surah Al-Imran, verse 191, where it is said, "Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the alternation of night and day, there are signs for those of understanding." While Islam does not explicitly confirm the existence of extraterrestrial life, it also does not deny it. The Qur'an, in its divine wisdom, leaves room for interpretation and discovery. As in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 29, it states, "It is He who created for you all of that which is on the earth. Then He directed Himself to the heaven and made them 7 heavens, and He is knowing of all things." This verse could be interpreted to suggest the existence of other beings in the different heavens, beings that we may or may not perceive. So what does this mean for us as Muslims? It means that we should keep an open mind. The belief in the unseen doesn't contradict the pursuit of scientific knowledge. Rather, it encourages us to explore, to learn, and to understand the world and the universe around us. It urges us to appreciate the infinite wisdom and power of Allah, who has created a universe that is vast and full of wonders. In the end, the vastness of Allah's creation is beyond human comprehension. As Muslims, we acknowledge this and continue to marvel at the wonders of the universe, open to the possibility of life beyond our world. So what have we learned about the Islamic perspective on extraterrestrial life? Well, it's clear that the topic of aliens and life beyond Earth is as intriguing as it is complex. We've delved into how the Quran describes the universe full of mysteries and wonders yet to be discovered. We've also discussed the Prophet's words, which, while not directly addressing the existence of extraterrestrial life, encourage a mindset of curiosity, exploration, and constant learning. The Islamic perspective, as we've discovered, doesn't provide a definitive answer on whether aliens exist, but it does encourage us to question, to seek, and yes, to wonder. And perhaps that's the most important takeaway. As we gaze at the stars, ponder the universe and its infinite possibilities, let's remember that our quest for knowledge is a journey, not a destination. As we continue to explore the universe and seek answers to our questions, let us remember the words of the Quran. "And of knowledge you, humanity, have been given only a little." Al-Isra 85.